Hey everyone, SwampFox here to talk about the Demon Hunter class for Legion. I personally have been waiting for this class to come out ever since Legion hinted at the Demon Hunters coming out, mainly because that double jump, technically triple jump. You get a double jump and then another little third jump into a glide, which has crazy mobility. Overall, Demon Hunters only have two specs: Havoc, which is the DPS spec, and Vengeance, which is the tank spec. Overall, Demon Hunters have their own mount. It is the Bell Saber. It looks pretty awesome. It's a variation of the Illidari one that you got in Draenor for pre-purchasing Legion. Demon Hunters also specifically wear leather armor. Demon Hunters are the only ones that can wield Warglaives. Some of the basic class abilities are Spectral Sight, which allows you to see enemies and treasures through physical barriers, as well as enemies that are stealth and invisible. This lasts 10 seconds and it has a 30-second cooldown. I see this being pretty invaluable in PvP. Demon Hunters are going to be pretty nasty in PvP. Plus, it's really nice for finding those treasures for the achievement hunters like myself. Both specs will also be getting the Metamorphosis ability. Granted, it'll have slightly different variations for both specs, which I will go over. Alright, onto the Havoc spec for Demon Hunters. This is the DPS spec. Pretty much their main resource is a thing called Fury. Demon's Bite is the generator. Chaos Strike is a spender. Its critical strikes return some fury. Eye Beam, which is amazing lasers that comes out of your eyes, is a channeled like conal ability that you can do. It doesn't last very long, but boy, it does a lot of damage. Blade Dance strikes all enemies around you for physical damage and increases your chance to dodge by 100% for 1 second. Bell Rush is kind of like a dash charge ability. Attack that charges forward and damages enemies you pass through. This does a very large amount of damage as well. And Metamorphosis for the Havoc spec has a very long cooldown, 5 minutes. Leap into the air and land with explosive force, dealing chaos damage to enemies within 8 yards and stunning them for 3 seconds. That's not even the best part. Upon landing, you are transformed into a hellish demon for 30 seconds, greatly empowering your Chaos Strike and Blade Dance abilities, and gaining 25% haste. Alright, onto the Havoc talents. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with all of the talent changes in Legion, mainly because there's no clear talent which is 100% the best. There's actually some playstyle and thought process to customize your class as a whole. Overall, the couple of talents that stand out under Havoc to me, I mean, they're all new, so Demonic is a passive. It's the level 110 talent. Eye Beam causes you to enter demon form for 5 seconds after it finishes dealing damage. I'm assuming you still get the haste buff and stuff. They wouldn't, I mean, if you're entering demon form, you would have to get some sort of damage or damage boosting buff, so that would be kind of nice. And I like the Eye Beam thing because it's lasers. And another is Demon Blades, which is the level 100 talent. I didn't personally spec into it. It's a neat concept because your auto attacks have a 75% chance to deal additional shadow damage and generate fury as a whole. So pretty much what this would do is get rid of your Demon's Bite, your generator, and just replace it with your auto attacks, kind of like a rage for warriors. Alright, now to talk about Vengeance, which is the tank spec for Demon Hunter. Instead of focusing on dealing damage and using fell energies to kill enemies, Vengeance uses those fell energies to incinerate nearby enemies and protect their allies. They use a resource called Pain instead of Fury, and their main generator is an ability called Shear. It's melee attacks that generate pain and sometimes create a lesser soul fragment. Soul fragments are used to like a self-healing ability, similar to, say, Death Strike. And Soul Cleave is a melee attack that consumes those soul fragments that are lying around you after using Shear. Demon Spikes consumes pain, increasing your chance to parry, and reduces physical damage taken. This can be used pretty good. It's only a 20% increase for the parry chance and reduces physical damage taken by 27% for 6 seconds. I'm not sure if that's going up, but that's an odd number to me. Fiery Brand is a unique ability to me. Brand an enemy with a demonic symbol, instantly dealing 47k fire damage and reducing the damage they do to you by 40%. There's kind of not another spell like that, so that'll be interesting to see, and they'll be really good at single target tanking. One of their signature abilities is Immolation Aura, which pretty much does exactly what it sounds. It's an aura of 8 yards that burns enemy within it, generating pain. And Metamorphosis, their signature Demon Hunter ability. Except it's a little different for Vengeance. Transform to a demon form for 15 seconds, increases current and maximum health by 30%. Current health increases by 30% is a key word there, instead of just increasing max health by 30%. That way you actually gain 30% health. So if you're about to die, pop that bad boy. Alright, onto the Vengeance talents. A couple of them that stand out that I personally think are unique and I like the most is Burning Alive. Passive every 2 seconds, your Fiery Brand deals fire damage and spreads from the primary target to a nearby enemy. That's every 2 seconds that brand will spread to another enemy, so it'll be nice for multiple encounter fights and completely changes the effect of the spell. Also, the level 106 talents are all sigils, each of them doing different things. Concentrated sigils. All sigils are now targeted at your location, and the duration of their effects is increased by 2 seconds. Sigil of Chains. Place a sigil of chains at the target location that activates after 2 seconds. All enemies affected by the sigil are pulled to its center and are ensnared, reducing movement speed by 70%. So it sounds like Demon Hunters utilizing these sigils will kind of have traps. They'll be traps. I mean, they are hunters. And Quicken Sigils. All sigils activate 1 second faster, and their cooldowns are reduced by 20%. There's only a couple of sigils, one that deals damage, one that slows. Last but not least is Last Resort, which I love. It's a passive, but it's a hell of a passive. Sustaining fatal damage instead transforms you into Metamorphosis form and returns you to 30% health. This effect may only occur every 3 minutes. I love something that will save my ass from almost dying, and then return health to me. That way I know I almost died. And I'm sure healers will approve of Demon Hunters grabbing that talent as well. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll have more Legion videos up as the expansion continues. Feel free to check out the channel. Please like, comment, subscribe. Bye.